Good morning, my friends. This is Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works, and I'm your Sunday blogger, Rosemary. Hugs, my friends. This old, this old cup is still good. Okay, so I've got a lot of questions today, so I'm going to go ahead and start. So the topic of today is about vlogging. And the first question is, how did you find this weight loss community on YouTube? Well, I did not find this community. My twin sister, Quilting Connie, found it. And I had already went through my journey 4 years. And I was doing a lot of searching for answers. I was going to bookstores. I was going to a site, Bailey. I can't think of the other part of that name, but she had something out, and we would respond back and forth. She's the one that started the 5-day pouch. She's the one that started that. And anyway, she was the only one that would answer my questions, and I desperately needed answers. I couldn't figure out why I couldn't keep protein down, and I could keep mashed potatoes all I wanted. I could keep cream of celery, but I could do cream soups. I could do cream of wheat is what I wanted to say. Things like that would stay down, but the minute I would eat protein, solid protein, it would want to come up. Well, come to find out, as I learned through YouTube and watching videos. Well, first of all, let me go back. So my sister woke me up one night and said, "You got to get up right now. You got to get on the computer." And I'm like, "What?" She goes, "I found this site. It's called YouTube, and they're answering all the questions that you need answered." I'm like, "Really?" So we went on, and the next question is, do you remember the first vlogger you watched? And it was Miss Janie. And I began to follow her journey. And I started getting some of my answers that I needed answered. And she had just started her journey, and I began to start doing the things that she was doing. I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to pretend that I just had gastric bypass, and I'm going to start doing what these girls are doing. I didn't know about the shakes. I didn't know about the mushy. Well, I knew about the mushy stage and the solid stage, and the liquid stage too. But I didn't know that how long to do it and all that. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to start all over again, and I did. And I began to learn a lot of things that I did not know. And I began to learn how much protein I needed, how much vegetables, everything. I mean, I learned with Miss Janie. I walked through it like a lot of you do with other vloggers. When was that? Well, Janie, when I started watching her and my sister we started watching, we weren't vlogging yet, was in 2007. I didn't come on and start making videos until 2008, only because I got encouraged. I was scared. You just have no idea how scared I was. In fact, I didn't want to make videos. My sister was persistent. I mean, it was a ridiculous persistence. She was, "Yes, you can do it. Come on." And she'd say, "You can do it." And then I would say, "Okay, I'm going to do it." And then I wouldn't do it. And she'd go, "Where's the video?" I'm like, "No, maybe tomorrow." And then we would just go back and forth. And finally, I told my story. And it was, I mean, you guys can go back. I mean, it's like 1,000 videos down, but it is a nerve-wracking video. Becoming a vlogger and joining the community. What has been the most impactful experience in your life from being involved with YouTube weight loss surgery? Well, I don't know if this would be because of me, but if I had not started vlogging, if I had not started making videos, I would not have met Antonia and Antonia would not have met me. Because of me going to see Antonia, to meet her, because of the very first meet and greet that we all in this community wanted to meet each other, and we decided we were going to meet in Las Vegas. I couldn't afford the trip, and she had some, her and her husband decided that they were going to take me along with them. So, to make a long story short, I went with them. In a conversation, they found out about my twin, and I spoke passionately about how I wished that the insurance would approve her. I remember feeling very, not very many people, I couldn't really speak about this publicly, but I poured out my heart to Antonia, and she said to Jim, something's got to be done. And I remember Jim saying, there's a foundation that has to happen. We have got to start something in this community, And that's how the WLSFA came to be. Through, the persistence of me vlogging, Antonia meeting, us meeting, and then, touching her heart, and couldn't believe that, insurances would not pay for something so important, So, I hope I explained myself. It gets emotional, and I seem to always cry on a video, and I don't want to do that, so. I'm just so glad that the WLSFA came alive by us vlogging. Okay, so the next question is, if someone is on the fence about vlogging their journey, what reasons would you give them to just do it? Well, let me give you a quote real fast. Ben Franklin said this, "Tell me, and I forget. Teach me, and I remember. Involve me, and I learn." It is so important for us to give of our journey so that others can begin to learn. I would have never learned what I have learned today without the people that said one day, you know what? I'm going to make a video. I'm going to give some information out. Whether we think it sounds, crazy, or maybe we're not giving the right information, it's our opinion, right? But it's also a learning process. I learned through all of the people that came before me. If it had not been for my golden nuggets, that's what I call them, my golden nuggets, I would not be here today. So I applaud everyone that makes videos, that gives us that learning, that knowledge, that wisdom that is so important in this community. So not only are you learning, but you're being accountable to us. So each one of us are able to say, you know what, I got to get up today because I got to make a video with my progress, right? So it's also accountability. It's also, us making more than just friendships. We're making family. You got your daddy, you got your mama, you got your cousin, you got your second cousins, you got, the babies that are coming along. You've got so much family in this community. And what a joy, right? We get our hugs in the morning when we're doing coffee with you, or if we're doing a haul, we're learning, we're getting all this experience, we're getting all this wisdom from you guys. What did she go by? Well, maybe I can find it, where I'm at. So I count it all a blessing. I call it all a joy to see all of you doing your videos. So, that was the end of the questions. I love you guys. I'll see you next Sunday. Go out and be the best you that you know how to be. And forget about the rest. I'll see you next Sunday. Bye, guys.